So the next coin that we had out was the 2017 Isaac Newton. So this coin was first minted on the 17th of October 2017, and it run till the... Hi everyone, thanks for joining me in this video. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Total Coins. Good evening everyone, and welcome back to Total Coins. So in today's video we have got something very special actually. So we are going to be looking at the history of the Strike Your Own coins. So the Strike Your Own coins are a coin that you can only get hold of from the Royal Mint, and they look like this. So they come in a cardboard packaging. They've got different coins that have been struck at sort of different times. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at sort of all of the Strike Your Owns that have been released over the sort of the total time that the Royal Mint have been doing them. But before we get to the coins itself, I just wanted to sort of have a quick look into sort of the Royal Mint experience itself. So the Royal Mint experience was actually announced in April 2014 by the Royal Mint. And what they were looking to do is they were looking to develop plans for a visitor centre in Llantrisant, where members of the public could go for a guided tour of the facility and learn about the Mint's history. So what they actually done was they managed to sort of fund the development with a grant of 2.3 million pounds from the Welsh government, and the aim was to attract 200,000 visitors a year to the Llantrisant area. The actual Royal Mint experience, as it was then called, opened in May 2016, 2 years after the announcement. And it was it come at a total cost of £9 million. The visitor centre includes a museum, which has a view onto the factory floor. Also includes an education centre, and obviously the portion to strike your own coin. On display in the museum itself are more than 80,000 artifacts. I'm not doing well at this today, am I? They include some Olympic medals, patent coins of Edward VIII, and a selection of sort of trial plates as well. But as I say, the Royal Mint experience has been going since 2016. So in that time, there have been a fair few Strike Your Own coins released. And the first one which was released on the 18th of May, and it was the last round pound design. So this one was first struck on the 18th of May 2016, and it ran all the way through to the 31st of December 2016. And yeah, it is essentially just the normal old round pound. Sorry, 2 seconds, I've just realised that I've got some shadows on the mat. Should actually make sure that all my lighting's correct before I start filming, shouldn't I? So yeah, it's a £1 nickel and brass, brilliantly uncirculated. The obverse designer was Jody Clark, and the reverse designer was Gregory Cameron. And there you go, this was the very first Strike Your Own coin, and also the last round pound that was issued. Obviously it was replaced with the 12-sided £1 coin in 2017, which then leads us quite well onto the next Strike Your Own, which was the new 12-sided £1 coin. So the 12-sided £1 coin was first struck on the 1st of January 2016, and you could strike this at the Royal Mint all the way up to the 16th of October 2017. So it is, once again, it's a brilliantly uncirculated coin. Obviously you've got the biometallic element of the coin as well. And obviously the obverse designer for all of the coins that we're going to be going through today was Jody Clark, and the reverse designer was David Pearce. But actually, one thing I have been forgetting to say was at the beginning of the month, we obviously did get mintage figures for some of the early Strike Your Owns. So the round pound had a mintage figure of 40,848. The new £1, the 12-sided £1, had a mintage figure of 45,726. Now obviously this is slightly different to sort of like your normal coin mintage figures, whereas these are basically numbers that were sort of created through sort of the Strike Your Owns. So there weren't any sort of pre-made or made that then sold. They were all done literally at the time with people sort of pressing the button. So the next coin that we had out was the 2017 Isaac Newton. So this coin was first minted on the 17th of October 2017, and it run till the 31st of December 2017. Obviously there are two different Isaac Newton Strike Your Owns, this being the first, the 2017 issue, and that has a mintage of 4,957. Obviously with this one, because it was done over sort of the course of a year change, we then ended up with a 2018 as well. But this is also the final, this is the current design for the non-themed coins. So sort of like the Britannias all have this design. Yeah, so it's the Britannia £2. Basically everything up until sort of late 2018 had this package design. So with that, obviously we then had the 2018 Isaac Newton. So packaging wise, it is all exactly the same. Everything inside and on the reverse as well. Obviously the only difference is, as you'll see there, it is a 2018 issued coin, and that one has a mintage of 20,826, and this has been the more desirable coin just because obviously the 2017 was released sort of in circulation in bunk packs and in the sort of precious metals as well, whereas the 2018, the only way you could get it with a 2018 date was as a Strike Your Own. But obviously the Strike Your Own of the 17 has now proven that there's sort of a lower amount of them sort of out there. So the next coin that was released, the 2018 coin was issued from the 1st of January to the 18th of March 2018. So essentially the whole coin had a 6-month run. And then after that, the next one was the first of the Britannia £2. So this one was first released on the 19th of March 2018, and it ran to the 31st of September 2018. There we go. So this was actually the very first Strike Your Own that I was able to get for myself. It's the first time I ever visited the Royal Mint. Packaging's a bit mashed up on the back, but you can see there that it's 2018. And with this one, it has a mintage figure of 6,426. No, it doesn't, sorry. It has a total mintage figure of about 19,000. Obviously, the sheet that I'm running off, which comes sort of from the Royal Mint, have actually sort of split the numbers because there was another coin that was actually released sort of in the middle of this run. So while the Britannia was running, there was actually another coin that was released, and that one was the Royal Wedding, £5. So this was to commemorate the wedding of, I can never remember who it was. It was Harry and Meghan. That was it. It was the £5 coin that was released to commemorate the wedding of Harry and Meghan, and it was literally only available on the 19th and 20th of May 2018. And that one, obviously, I don't have one of them yet. I am still sort of desperately trying to find one, but I will have a picture of it on the screen. That one was issued in a number of 508, so very, very scarce coin, one that's very, very hard to find as well. Then, when the Britannia finished its run, we then got another £2 coin, and it was the 2018 Frankenstein. So this one ran from the 10th of October to the 18th of November. It was a very, very limited run. So if you want to read any of the insides of the Strike Your Owns, just hit the pause button. So that one had a mintage of 6,740. So obviously that was another one that was a very, very short run. So yeah, the mintage figure isn't too high on that one. Then also in 2018 we then got another, we got another £5 coin, but it was also our first Christmas coin, and this one was the Nutcracker. So the Nutcracker was issued from the 19th of November to the 31st of December. And this one has a mintage figure of 3,808. So very, very nice. Obviously, a lot of these sort of early coins were at the times where you could actually strike sort of multiple coins on a single visit. It wasn't until sort of during 2019 when the mint sort of changed up the amount that you could mint. Then the next coin that we had was our first coin in 2019, and that was the 2019 Britannia, 50p. So this one run from the 1st of January 2019 to the 31st of March, and this is actually the first coin that was given a themed packaging as well, something that sort of has become sort of a lot more commonplace. You'll see there, very, very nice. See, the coin's not in amazing condition because the plastic that's used in the Strike Your Owns is known to damage the coins, which is a bit of a shame. Very nice. So we don't have mintage figures from anything beyond the Nutcracker. The only ones that we have mintage figures for is obviously from 2016 to 2018. Everything from 2019 onwards we haven't got. But what I think the Royal Mint will start doing now is when they issue the mintage figures for a particular year, we'll also get the figures for the Strike Your Owns. So when we do see the 2019 mintage figures, we will then see the mintage figures for the Strike Your Owns too. So the next coin out that we had in 2019 was the next Britannia. So you'll see again, we've now reverted back to the sort of standard Strike Your Own packaging. But the 2019 Britannia run from the 1st of April 2019 till the 27th of March, 27th of June 2019. And just like the others, it's got all the details on the inside. And you'll see there, it is a 2019 dated coin. So, very nice. Then we had the new, one of the newest commemoratives at the time, and it was the Sherlock Holmes 50p. So this one was I actually struck this one myself as well, and this was sort of basically from this 50p onwards. I basically sort of struck sort of every coin, every strike your own that Royal Mint has done, bar one. And I will say bar one, and I'll give you the story when I get to that one. So the Sherlock Holmes 50p was first issued on the 26th of June 2019, and it ran till the 23rd of September 2019. So let's get it opened. So there we go, there's the inside of it, and there is the reverse of the packaging. So my favourite circulating coin. I am very, very excited to find out the mintage figures for the Sherlock Holmes, and I am just going to move these up a bit just so that I can get as many in as we can. So the next coin that was issued as a strike your own was the 50 years of the 50p. So this was another Britannia 50p, but the difference that this one had is obviously you've got a little mint mark just down the bottom of the coin there, and each point on the 50p has a different letter as well. So this one was actually issued from the 24th of September till the 28th of October. So it was only released during the sort of 50 years of the 50p celebration. And yeah, just after the celebration finished is when the strike your own changed. So very nice, that one. And then the next coin that we got was the first sort of probably major sort of redesign of the strike your own packaging, and that one was the 2019 Wallace and Gromit. So the Wallace and Gromit 50p was first issued on the 29th of October 2019, and it ran all the way through to the 30th of November 2019. But what you'll see is obviously what's different from this one to the others is it has a vertical design instead of the horizontal design that's been sort of common with all the other coins, and it is literally fully themed. Absolutely amazing coin. And this one was actually the first strike your own that I got on a mint trip with all the other coin tubers as well. So for me, this one's got sort of quite a lot of significance as well. No, actually, I tell a lie, it wasn't. It was the 50 years of the 50p that was the first one with the other coin tubers. That was the second one, but that was quite a an entertaining trip, that one. That's how I remember it. Then, after the Wallace and Gromit 50p, we then got our second Christmas coin, and it was the Snowman and the Boy. So this was released from the 1st of December 2019 to the 31st of December 2019, and obviously it was the second Snowman coin that was made by the Royal Mint. So that was a really good one to do. That one, I actually remember, this the only time I've ever done a one-day mint trip. So I literally sort of travelled to the mint and travelled home all in the same day. And we actually got the chance to go into Cardiff to the pop-up shop that the Royal Mint was doing. So yeah, it was a very hard sort of fought trip, very hard work, but it was a very fun trip as well. Then we move on to the first Strike Your Own that was issued for 2020, and that was the 2020 Britannia £2. So you'll see that obviously they've had a Britannia £2 sort of every year since 2018. So this one was issued between the 1st of January 2020 and the 31st of January 2020. And yeah, it is, as I say, exactly the same as the other coins. But still, nice one to get, and obviously needed to get hold of one for my collection. But then we have the first of the dual Strike Your Owns. So a bit like the Isaac Newton, where they were sort of split over sort of multiple years. This next one was actually split over sort of, there was difference between one day and the next, and that was the Brexit 50p. So this one was the on the day release of the Brexit coin. So this one was only issued in this packaging on the 31st of January 2020, and it was you were able to get sort of quite a few of them as well. I think you could get up to sort of like 4 of them. So it was the only time that I've ever sort of gone to the mint sort of as a coin tuber where I was able to sort of get multiple Strike Your Owns. But yeah, so you had the on the day release, and the way you can always tell it apart is that it's got the date pre-printed on both the inside and the outside. Very nice. And then don't know where I'm going to put anything now. There we go. Then on the 1st of February we then had the standard Brexit Strike Your Own. So once again, you can tell this by the packaging, so there's no sort of date printed on the packaging anywhere, and obviously inside it just says I struck this coin on, and it's waiting for you to fill it in. So this one was issued from the 1st of February till the 12th of February, so only a couple of weeks, well not even a couple of weeks, about a week and a half. So it's definitely a nice one to get hold of. Then we move on to the next, or the final 2 Strike Your Owns that were released. And the first one was the Megalosaurus. So this is the first in the series of dinosaur coins. And it's another one which has a fully sort of stylized and themed packaging. Oh, sorry. So very, very nice coin. I was able to get this on my March trip to the mint this year. So this one was issued from the 13th of February till the 15th of March 2020. And it's a very, very nice coin to have. But then we have the final Strike Your Own for the year, or final Strike Your Own so far, and it was the Iguanodon. So another one which has sort of a fully themed packaging. Very, very nice. And this was the one that I didn't buy myself, and probably one of my biggest mistakes. So this one initially only run from the 16th of March to the 17th of March. So it was basically the 2 days ahead of the mint closing for sort of everything that was going on. And yeah, I panicked a bit and ended up spending £90 to get hold of the Iguanodon. The way I look at it is I spend more than that to do a mint trip. But yeah, obviously now it has been sort of reissued until sort of mid-September. So we will be getting this one until sort of mid-September, and I believe the Haliosaurus is going to be the next Strike Your Own for 2020. So I will end up with a couple more of the Iguanodons when I go on my next mint trip. So that is going to be it for the history of the Strike Your Owns. Obviously, I really enjoy collecting the Strike Your Owns, always have. And as I say, sort of, I'm just literally missing the Royal Wedding one now, which I am hoping to sort of try and get hold of at some point. But yeah, with that said, just wanted to say a massive thank you for sort of watching today. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, don't forget to sort of hit the subscribe button. There should be one sort of just down there. So you can hit there, or you can hit the one sort of down underneath the video as well. Really helps me sort of build the channel. And yeah, with that said, sort of thanks for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this video on sort of the history of the Strike Your Owns, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Alright, bye.